So I'm currently in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I wanted to talk for a minute about visa runs or border runs. I'll do a longer video on what exactly it means, how to get it the first time, what it means for your stay in Vietnam and coming and going. But the quick and dirty is I'm on a visa run right now. A visa run, we also call it a border run. And what that means is that I am currently living in Vietnam, but every 90 days as a US citizen, my visa ends and I need to physically leave the country, turn around, get a new visa to go back in. And there's different ways to do that. And you can do it really quickly. You can do a land border run in a shuttle. You can catch a flight out. And I get a lot of questions saying, oh, that's not really a place to retire. How don't you have to leave every 90 days? Like, doesn't your visa expire? And it does. And it just depends on how you think about it and manage it and how comfortable you are with what the requirements are. So for me, I like to use it as an opportunity to take a mini vacation. So I will jump on a flight. There are direct one-way flights to Japan, Taiwan, Bangkok, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong. You can literally fly out of a morning, do an expedited visa with a visa agent and fly back that night. I tend to use it as a forced mini vacation. So here I am in Chiang Mai. I arrived on Saturday. My visa was expiring on Tuesday. I always plan my trip a few days earlier just in case. The last thing you want to do is overstay your visa. So I'll plan an exit a few days before my visa end date in case there's a typhoon, in case I'm sick, in case who knows what. I want to make sure that I'm out. Once you get stamped out of the country, then you have different options for getting a new visa to go back in. And if you do it through the government, 3 business days has been my experience, but they say give it 5 business days and be careful of holidays. They're not open on weekends. But I usually use a visa agent for a nominal fee. They will get your visa and they'll do all the processing. It will show up in your inbox and you just have nothing to worry about. And then I decide where I want to go. So there's direct flights to Bangkok, Thailand, which is where I went my last 2 visa runs. And this time I'm up in the north. I connected through Bangkok and I'm in beautiful sunshine, temples, pad thai, flowers, chirping birds, which is a really nice change right now from where I left, that is Da Nang, Vietnam. It's rainy season. It's cloudy, it's rainy, it's muggy, it's right there on the sea. And I didn't realize how invigorating it is to get on a flight and suddenly be in sunshine again. So it feels really good. I would have been happy to stay if I didn't need to do a visa run, but I'm really glad it was a forced trip. This is a place for me that I feel very comfortable. I've lived here for months in the past. So there's a fly attacking me. So while I'm watching my visa end date, I'm never thrilled to think, oh, I need to go somewhere. But I gotta say, it's just kind of nice once you get somewhere new I'm in a whole different country, different food, different atmosphere, different weather. It's an easy flight. I flew less than 2 hours to Bangkok, maybe hour and a half layover. Again, 2 hours maybe to Chiang Mai, and then the airport is very close to the old city where I stay. So it's just a pleasant, nice trip. All in all, I feel like it's manageable. I also come into Thailand on a DTV visa, which is a 5-year visa. It's on the newer side. I got it a year ago when it was newly introduced. And so I don't worry about being able to come and go from Thailand. I do know that they have tightened up their policies, and so it's still being sorted. If you don't have that kind of a visa, how many times you can actually come in the next calendar year. I believe it's now twice, but because it's something that's not really on my radar so much, I know that things are changing. I just don't know the exact details for that. So it may sound like a lot that I need to physically leave Vietnam every 90 days. But the reality to me does not feel like it's too difficult. I go back to the States once a year. So when I'm entering Vietnam, in this past year, it was March, I then just have 3 trips out a year. And with all the neighboring countries so close, I could fly to Bangkok for under 2 hours, spend a day, 2, 3, 4 a week, do some shopping, get some things I need, see some friends, turn around, fly back. I do that 3 times, and then a year has passed. So flying out 3 times in a year, and then at the end of the year is when I'm making my trip back to the States again. Uh, it doesn't feel too hectic or discombobulated. You do have to keep an eye on the date and make sure that you're planning around that specific date. You don't just go anytime you want. But if there's another time that's more convenient, that's before your visa end date, you can always do that and then just restart your visa sooner. Here in Thailand too, there's the DTV 5-year visa. There's a retirement visa. They all have different requirements. They allow you to stay. You do not have to come and go if travel is stressful or difficult. So it's finding the country and the situation where you feel the most comfortable. When I fly back to Da Nang today, I'll land about 9:30. I'll get my bag. It's a very efficient 5-star airport, quick. Go outside, get into my Grab, and I'm 10, 12 minutes away from the airport. So travel doesn't seem like a hassle.